নমস্কাৰ সকলোকে পুনৰ স্বাগতম জনাইছো জ্ঞান জয়তি চেনেলটোলৈ আজি আমি আপোনালোকৰ সন্মুখত ইণ্ডিয়ান পলিটি অফ লক্ষ্মীকান্তৰ এটা সিৰিজ লৈ আহিছো উক্ত সিৰিজটোত আমি ইণ্ডিয়ান পলিটি অফ লক্ষ্মীকান্তৰ যিমান কিটা চেপ্টাৰ আছে সেই প্ৰত্যেকটো চেপ্টাৰ এমসিকিউ আকাৰে ভিডিওটো প্ৰস্তুত কৰিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিছো আৰু আজিৰ ভিডিওটোত আমি ইণ্ডিয়ান পলিটি অফ লক্ষ্মীকান্তৰ প্ৰথমটো যোনটো চেপ্টাৰ হিষ্টৰিকেল বেকগ্ৰাউণ্ড তাৰ এমসিকিউ খিনি আমি ডিসকাস কৰিম গতিকে পলম নকৰি বলক আজি ভিডিওটো ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰো প্ৰথম প্ৰশ্নটো হৈছে বহুত সহজ প্ৰশ্ন when british came to india in 1600 as traders বণিক হিচাপে প্ৰথম ভাৰতবৰ্ষত আহিছিলে দ্বিতীয়টো প্ৰশ্ন হৈছে who granted the charter for the east india company to trade in india উত্তৰটো হৈছে queen elizabeth I Third number question. When did the company obtain the Diwani rights of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa? Uttor to 1765. 1765 company Diwani rights of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa to paisile. Second number question. Battle of Buxar took place in the year. Battle of Buxar hoisile 1764. 1764 Battle of Buxar hoisile. Pass number question. Who was the pioneer of communist movement in India? Communist movement or pioneer hall M.N. Roy. Important question. M.N. Roy. Pioneer of communist movement in India. Sixth number question. When did the Regulating Act enacted? Regulating Act was enacted in the year 1773. Half number question. What was the first step of British government to control and regulate the affairs of East India Company. Uttor to is a Regulating Act of 1773. Ask number question. Which act laid the foundation of central administration in India? Uttor to is a Regulating Act of 1773. Important question. 9 number question. Which act designated the governor of Bengal as the Governor General of Bengal? Uttor to is a 1773 Regulating Act. Dawn number question. Who was the first Governor General of Bengal? To more common question. Lord Warren Hastings, first Governor General of Bengal. Number question. How many members were there in the Executive Council created under Regulating Act to assist the Governor General of Bengal? Governor General of Bengal assist কৰিবৰ কাৰণে চাৰিজন মেম্বাৰ থকা এটা এক্সিকিউটিভ কাউন্সিল গঠন কৰা হৈছিল 12 number question which governors were made subordinate to the governors of Bengal governors of Bombay and Madras governor of Bangalore subordinate asile 13 number question which act prohibited the servants of the company from engaging in any private trade or accepting bribes from the natives Uttor to is a Regulating Act of 1773. 14 number question. Court of Directors was formed by which act? Uttor to is it was formed by Regulating Act of 1773 to report on its revenue, civil and military affairs in India. 15 number question. When did Supreme Court form? Supreme Court was established in the year 1774. Supreme Court established কৰা হৈছিলে কলকাতাত আৰু তেতিয়া Supreme Court of এজন Chief Justice আৰু তিনিজন judge আছিল 16 number question which act came to rectify the defects of Regulating Act of 1773 Regulating Act of 1773 যিখিনি defect আছিল সেইখিনি rectify কৰিবৰ কাৰণে Pitt's India Act of 1784 আহিছিল Pitt's India Act of 1784 question number 17 which act distinguished the commercial and political affairs of the company Uttor to is a Pitt's India Act of 1784. 18 number question. What was the functions of the Board of Control created by Pitt's India Act of 1784? Uttor to is to supervise and direct all civil, military and revenue affairs of British possession in India. 19 number question. By which act Governor General of Bengal became the Governor General of India? Very important question. Charter Act of 1833. Charter Act of 1833 দ্বাৰা Governor General of Bengal Governor General of India হিচাপে স্বীকৃতি প্ৰদান কৰা হৈছিল 20 number question, who was the first Governor General of India? Very important question or very common question as well. Lord William Bentinck. 21 number question, the legislative powers of Bombay and Madras were curtailed by which act? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Charter Act of 1833. 22 number question, which act ended the activities of the East India Company as commercial body and made it as purely administrative body? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Charter Act of 1833 purely administrative body হিচাপে স্বীকৃতি প্ৰদান কৰা হৈছিল ইষ্ট ইণ্ডিয়া কোম্পানী কমাৰ্শিয়েল বডিৰ পৰা purely administrative body হিচাপে 23 number question, which act attempted to introduce a system of open competition for selection of civil servants so that Indians could also participate? It later failed হৈ গৈছিলে but he act to asile 1833 Charter Act of 1833 দ্বাৰা কৰা হৈছিলে 24 number question, which act separated the legislative and executive functions of the Governor General's Council? উত্তৰটো হৈছে 1853 Charter Act of 1853 দ্বাৰা separate কৰা হৈছিল legislative and executive functions of Governor General's Council. 25 number question, Charter Act provided how many members to the council as legislative councillors? উত্তৰটো হৈছে 6 members. 26 number question, under which act Governor General's Legislative Council came to be known as Indian Legislative Council? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Charter Act of 1853. 27 number question, by which act Indians can also participate in civil services by the system of open competition of recruitment of civil servants? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Government of India Act of 1953. Next question 28, Macaulay Committee was appointed in which year? উত্তৰটো হৈছে 1854 Macaulay Committee to appoint কৰা হৈছিলে 29 number question, which act was also known as Act of Good Government of India? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Government of India Act of 1858. 30 number question, which act has abolished the East India Company and transferred the power of government spelling to ভুল আছে government territories and revenues to the British Crown? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Government of India Act of 1858. Next question, Governor General of India became the Viceroy of India under which act? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Government of India Act of 1858. Next question question number 32, who was the first Viceroy of India? Important question, Lord Canning. 33 number question, which act ended the double government by abolishing the Board of Control and Court of Directors? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Government of India Act of 1858. 34 number question, the Secretary of State was formed by which act? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Government of India Act of 1858. Question number 35, Secretary of State was responsible for whom? উত্তৰটো হৈছে to the British Parliament. Secretary of State যিটো ফৰ্ম কৰা হৈছিল এটো ৰেসপন্সিবল আছিল British Parliament ওচৰত 36 number question, how many members of council was established to assist the Secretary of State for India? উত্তৰটো হৈছে 15 members. Secretary of State of assist কৰিবৰ কাৰণে 15 জনীয়া দলটা আছিল 37 number question, Lord Canning nominated how many members to his legislative council? উত্তৰটো হৈছে 3 তিনিজন মেম্বাৰ আছিল ৰাজা বেনাৰস মহাৰাজা পাটিয়ালা and Sardingar Rao. Important question হয় 38 number question, portfolio system was introduced by whom? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Lord Canning 1859 ত introduce কৰা হৈছিল portfolio system to sorry 39 number question, which act is also known as Morley-Minto reform? Important question, Indian Council Act of 1909. 40 number question, the Indian Council Act enhanced how many members in Central Legislative Council? উত্তৰটো হৈছে 16 to 62 16 পৰা 60 জনলৈ বৃদ্ধি কৰা হৈছিল Central Legislative Council member সংখ্যা 41 number question, who was the first Indian to join the Viceroy's Executive Council? উত্তৰটো হৈছে Satyendra Prasad Sinha আৰু তেখেতে জয়েন কৰিছিল Viceroy's Executive Council law member হিচাপে 42 number question, the system of communal representation of Muslim was enacted under which act? উত্তৰটো হৈছে ইণ্ডিয়ান কাউন্সিল এক্ট অফ 1909 43 number question who was the father of communal electorate উত্তৰটো হৈছে লৰ্ড মিন্টো important question 44 number question diarchy was introduced by which act diarchy was introduced by government of India act of 1919 45 number question bicameralism was introduced for the first time in India by which act uttortu is a government of India act of 1919 46 number question the government of India 1919 extended the communal representation of which communities hetu uttortu is a Sikh Anglo Indians Indian Christians and Europeans or communal representation to extend kora hoisile egira community government of India act of 1919 or dara Sikh, Anglo-Indian, Indian Christian or Europeans communal representation to extend kora hoisile area communities. 47 number question Central Public Service Commission of British India was set up in the year. Uttor hoise 1926. 48 number question in which year Simon Commission was appointed. Uttor hoise 1927. 1927 চনত Simon Commission to appoint kora hoisile. 49 number question how many members were in the Simon Commission. Uttor hoise 7 members. 50 number question communal award for the representation of minorities was announced by whom uttor hoise Ramsay MacDonald in 1932 51 number question Pune Pact was signed between kar majot Pune Pact sign hoisile Congress and depressed classes 52 number question government of India act had how many section and schedules uttor hoise 321 sections and 10 Dota schedules asile government of India act 53 number question all India federation was established by which act uttor hoise government of India act of 1935 54 number question which act introduced provincial autonomy and abolished diarchy in the provinces uttor hoise government of India act of 1935 55 number question bicameralism was first introduced in how many provinces by government of India act 1935 the total is 6 out of 11 egida hoise Bengal Bombay Bihar Madras United Province and Assam egida tarpisot 56 number question Reserve Bank of India was established under which act uttor hoise very important question etu government of India act of 1935 57 number question federal court was set up in which year uttor hoise 1937 58 number question who was the British Prime Minister when India got independence important question Clement Attlee asile etu amar British Prime Minister 59 number question India got independence under which act important question etu Indian Independence Act of 1947 60 number question partition plan is also known as what uttor hoise Mountbatten plan also partition plan buliu jana jay 61 number question British rule in India was ended by which act Indian Independence Act of 1947 62 number question office of viceroy was abolished by which act uttor hoise Indian Independence Act of 1947 63 number question who was the first external affair minister of free India uttor hoise Jawaharlal Nehru 64 number question who was the first home minister of free India uttor hoise Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel 65 number question who was the first law minister of free India uttor hoise Dr. B.R. Ambedkar important question 66 number question who was the first education minister of free India uttor hoise Maulana Abul Kalam Azad 67 number question who was the first food and agriculture minister of free India uttor hoise Dr. Rajendra Prasad gotike aji total 67 ta question prothom jitu chapter historical background of Indian polity of LAXMIKANTHৰ আমি ডিসকাস কৰিলো ইয়াৰ পৰৱৰ্তী অধ্যায়ত আমি সেকেন্ড চেপ্টাৰৰ যিমান আমি কোৱেশ্চন উলাই এই সকলোবোৰ কোৱেশ্চন কভাৰ কৰিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিম আৰু এনেদৰে কোৱেশ্চন আকাৰে আমি যিমানখিনি চেপ্টাৰ আছে LAXMIKANTHৰ হেখিনি হেক কৰি পেলাম আশা কৰো আগন্তুক যিসমূহ প্ৰতিযোগিতামূলক পৰীক্ষা আহি আছে সেই পৰীক্ষাসমূহত এই সিৰিজটোৱে যথেষ্ট আপোনালোকক সহায় কৰিব নেক্সট ভিডিঅ'ত পুনৰ লগ পাম ধন্যবাদ